everybody.
It's Miss Rachel here.
And Malcolm.
And we're going to be showing you, what are we going to be showing them?
Eggs.
An egg experiment. We're going to be making rubber eggs. Malcolm, what happens if you drop an egg on the ground?
It'll break.
It'll break. Would you like to make an egg that won't break?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a really cool experiment that takes a couple of days. But what you'll need is an egg that has not been cooked. You'll need some vinegar. And you'll need a container for your egg. We're going to use this glass jar. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the egg carefully in your jar. Careful, because it can still break. There we go. Our carefully put egg in our jar. And then we're going to add our vinegar.
Can I add it?
Absolutely. Let me open it for you. I'm going to pour it into your jar. Let me just, okay, there you go. You're going to pour it into your jar until the egg is covered. There you go. Perfect.
Oops, I accidentally put some.
That's okay. You can add more vinegar to your jar if you notice that you have less vinegar in your jar.
I noticed we have less.
You want to add a little more? You can add a little
Yeah.
more. You want to just make sure it's covered. Some will get used up. Some might evaporate. So you'll
What
want
is
to...
that tasty smell?
That stinky smell? That's the vinegar.
Ooh.
Vinegar doesn't smell too great. So you might want to cover that jar. As the days go by, you're going to notice some changes. It'll take about 3 days for your egg to finish. We're going to keep an eye on it and come back. Bye. Hi, everybody. It's been about 3 days since we put our egg in the vinegar. Let's see what's happened. Our egg is now floating. It's covered in bubbles, and it looks a lot bigger than it did before. Why? Well, let's find out. The bubbles are carbon dioxide gas. They're the kind of bubbles that are released when you do baking soda and vinegar experiments. Same kind of thing. Because this is very similar. It's an acid and base reaction. You've got your acid, which is the vinegar, and you've got your base, which is your calcium carbonate. That's what the shell of the egg is made of. The acid starts to break down the calcium carbonate in the egg, and it releases calcium acetate and carbon dioxide, which gives you all these bubbles and lifts the egg up in the vinegar solution. But why is it bigger than before? Well, the water in the vinegar solution, because vinegar is made of acetic acid and a lot of water, that water got through the membrane of the shell. It permeated the membrane of our egg and it expanded that egg. Let's compare our new rubber egg to a normal egg that has not been cooked. We're going to pour out our vinegar to a container and get our egg. Sploop. There we go. So here is our rubber egg, and here is our regular egg. Whoa! So much water has permeated the membrane of our egg that it's gotten this much bigger. Wow. Another way to experiment with the permeation of the membrane of your egg is to add food coloring to your vinegar. See what happens to your rubber egg. Let's check if this rubber egg is bouncy. First, I'm gonna wash off what's left of our eggshell. Gonna wash it off in here. You can see the eggshell just comes right off, and we're left with this gooey egg, this bouncy, squishy egg. And I think you can see in there, floating around, is the egg yolk, still floating in there. And a reminder that this is still a raw egg inside, so do not eat it, and please wash your hands when you're done playing with it. So our rubber egg is bouncy. Again, what you're seeing and squeezing is the membrane of the egg that usually is protecting the egg white and the yolk from the rest of the shell. It's a barrier between the egg yolk and the egg white, and the shell. You might see it accidentally when you crack an egg open. You might see some of that membrane, but now we've taken all the eggshell away. What we're left is a shellless, membrane-bound egg. Really cool. Let's try bouncing our rubber egg. Whoa! Super cool. The egg bounces around. Now, the egg is still raw on the inside, so it can still pop. So, one of the experiments you can do with lots of paper towels on standby and with a grown-up handy is seeing how far you can drop it from before it breaks. Have fun experimenting. See you later.